to stop putting this in my mouth. I've done that I don't know how many times. Someone needs to restrain me. Sushi rolls, not gender rolls. Hi everybody, I'm Amanda the G, and as most of you know, I'm a giant dork. And if you didn't know that, I'm a giant dork. And something that I absolutely love watching is Let's Plays and gaming. So when I found out that Markiplier was having a tour, I decided I clearly had to go to it. And I did ask if any of my friends wanted to go, but none of them actually watch it. And it's kind of notorious that if I invite anyone anywhere to anything at all, nobody comes. I decided that I was going to go by myself, and it's actually not the first show that I've been to by myself. I've been to concerts multiple times alone. The first one was in college. I went to him because for some reason, none of my friends knew who him was. And then you know the whole dating a musician thing, you end up at a lot of shows by yourself, sitting in the back of a bar knitting. I decided that I was gonna go, and screw being older than everyone else there, other than the people who brought children. I was just gonna go and have a good time and watch the show. See, you can tell I went. Before the show, my anxiety started kicking in for I don't fucking know what reason. And if you have anxiety at all, I very much suggest a spinner ring. And I decided I did not want to bring my purse. And if you've watched me for a while, you understand I hate purses so much. I hate not having legitimate pockets. I should be able to have pockets and not be a target when I go out, but that's another rant. I thought about bringing my wallet, but I have girl pockets and my wallet doesn't fit in my pants. I took my driver's license, my debit card, my phone, my keys, and shoved them in my pockets and went out. This is important to the story, and the fact that I have girl pockets is very important to what's coming up later. And I go and I stopped at the little parking meter thingamabobber, the thing that you push all the buttons to park. I looked at it, and it's only monitored up until 7, so it was free, so I didn't have to worry about it, but I remember looking at it, shaking outside, let us in. And then I very proudly took myself to my I'm an adult and I bought a ticket for myself seat way down in the orchestra in like the first 8 rows. And on the way there, they hand us these for the voting. Why is Xanadu playing? I'm tweeting, I'm putting shit on Instagram, I'm doing whatever because I'm bored for that like 20 minutes of waiting, and there's literally no one for me to talk to because I'm all by myself because I'm a loser. And then this group of very young girls sits like right over here behind me. And they are fangirls. They're fangirls of Tyler. Fangirls freak me out, okay? People are just people. Even famous people. So the show starts, and if you didn't know, it's an improv show, and it was their first show back on tour. They had done a tour in the fall. So I will say, although I really enjoyed the show and it was quite humorous, there were a little bit of cobwebs on it. Mainly the scripted sections, where it's very much, I am delivering a script and this is my script and the script is still good, but I'm kind of nervous and I'm delivering a script and everything's fine. And it got better once they got into it, so it might have just been like an initial nerve thing. We had the horror themed one. Tell me why, when the setup was Child's Play, no one talked about a murderous doll? But it was a good show. I did laugh a lot. I do like that they involve the audience in a lot of things, like voting. But also they bring people up on stage, they have them play games with them, they do a whole bunch of stuff. They end it with a Q&A. I get that I'm not the main demographic here, okay? I'm older than the main demographic, and I completely understand the choice to do a Q&A at the end. It makes sense. That's what your demographic is gonna want. I get it. I personally would have preferred if they didn't have the Q&A or had a much shorter one and went on with the show more. I was really enjoying the show more and the improv and the comedy more than necessarily listening to them answer what the most range-inducing game they've ever played was. Overall, I had a great time at the show. I thought it was a lot of fun. I was not expecting it to be that funny. I was kind of afraid that it wasn't going to be. I'm glad I went. I'm glad I took my old ass self down there and went by my old ass self. But if you think the story ends there, you are so completely wrong, because anything I do has to be a sitcom and a giant ass roller coaster. I get up from my seat at the end of the show and I grab my 2 coats because it's frickin' freezing. Zip up my coats. So I shove everything in my pockets and I'm walking out as I'm doing this because multitask at all times, get out, get to the car, go home. I don't have my debit card. My stupid girl pockets! So I go up to the guest services desk. Do you have a lost and found? What did you lose? And I said my debit card, and she's like, oh, we haven't gotten one of those. She goes, she pulls out the walkie-talkie, she tries to talk to people. Nobody can hear anything because there's people everywhere. She tells me to go back to this one desk, which I can't get back to because there's people leaving, to see if they have it. So I pull out my phone and I go to Twitter and I tweet. And I have to explain real quick. I added Markiplier, and the only reason that I added Markiplier was not like, hey, give me attention. It was, no one follows me on Twitter, or hardly anyone follows me on Twitter. It's not gonna be helpful if 10 people who are not here see this tweet. But if I at Markiplier, then maybe somebody will be checking and seeing that who's at the show and will be like, oh shit, I found a debit card, let me help you out. Here's where it is, here's where you go. This person found one or something. Then one of the people from the front who works for the theater comes up, took my ticket from me, she wrote my name on the back of it, she went to my seat to try and find it. She took other people with her and apparently like 3 of them looked for my debit card. So I want to say a huge thank you to them and the staff of the Fox Theater who went above and beyond to try and find this debit card, and they couldn't find it. So I walk back scanning the ground. Now I was a lifeguard, so I know how to scan. So I retraced all of my steps back to my car, scanning the ground the whole time. I went out the exact same door that I had come in, just in case. I took every single weird meandering path that I had taken when there was a crowd of people, even though now there were very few people. Stop at the little booth thingy, kiosk, whatever the hell that thing is that you push the thingamajigger and then you pay for your parking. That thingamabob. Not there. And I get up to the door and I look in, and right on top of the seat, looking at me all nice and pretty in my locked card that's not broken into for some reason, is my debit card! This is not actually a debit card, this was just for show. It's a David Buster's power card. I don't know how it came out of my pocket, other than the fact that girl pants suck so many balls. So I get into my car, I shut the door, I lock the door, I shove that card into my pocket, I turn the car on because it's freezing, rip off my gloves so I can pull out my phone, reply to my tweet, so just in case anyone's trying to find it, let them know it's fine, crisis averted, I found it. I'm fighting back tears of just sheer relief. Story's not over, because it's never over. I told you, roller freaking coaster. And I'm stuck in traffic because there's people fucking everywhere trying to leave and there's like nowhere to go. So I pull out my phone and I go to look at it. I'm like, well, maybe there's like comments or something. And next to my little Twitter app, there's a number 11. I've only ever had 3 notifications at a time before. People don't tweet me. People don't like my tweets. People don't retweet me. People don't follow me. People don't give a fuck. People don't at me. None of that shit happens. There's a reply from Markiplier. And that's why my Twitter notifications were like blah, 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 blah. So then I was like, okay, that really just happened. Calm yourself, Amanda, you're not a fangirl. Replied to it, hit send, put the phone back down. 45 minutes later, I finally make it back home because, oh my god, traffic. And this is the ridiculousness of my life. Why I can't do a simple thing and not have something insane happen. Because girl pockets suck so much. And because I hate carrying a purse because I don't want people to steal my purse or have to deal with sitting with a purse on my lap all fucking night. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. I make a new video every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah! Is this a good thumbnail? This has been in my mouth so many times. It has teeth marks. What is my problem? Don't answer that, there's too many.